This is a slider. I have designed this slider with the help of HTML and CSS3. So this is the first image. First I refresh the page, and this is the first image. I click on the second one. This is the second one image. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one. I click on second one. This is the second one image. I click on fourth one, and this is the fourth one image, right? So this is a slider. You can use HTML and CSS3 to design the slider, and you will download those images from pixabay.com, right? So I go to my code editor. First I close that and I go to my code editor. Inside my code editor here are two files, index.html and style.css. those are empty files. Okay, now the next one is the images folder. Inside images folder have a 4 same images. As you can see, guys, I have seen those images on the browser, right? So let's get started to write the codes. First I write the basic syntax of HTML5, HTML, right? And also I don't need to use link relationship with my main.css file, as you can see, guys, but I need to change that. Okay, style.css file, and we need to change the title, image slider using HTML and CSS3. Inside the body section I write a simple div, assign the class slider show, and also another class middle, right? Then I make a div and assign the class sliders. Inside the slider I write another div and I call slide. Inside slide I need to get the image img. Images folder, first one image, and div, write the same class like slide image, images, image2, and out of the div and I create class slide image, images, image3, I use same things, slide image, images, image4, img4, right? And I need to delete the alt text. Save that, and then I need to go on outside of this div, right? Outside of this div I write div and assign the class navigation. You can write any name as you like. Inside that I use label and assign the class border. Okay, now the next thing we need to include the input text field, but I will use type radio button. Inside slider div I write input, type is radio, and also I assign the name RDO. I will use the RDO name on the var section, right? So just a minute. And also assign the ID, sorry for that, assign the ID RD1. okay, copy that, paste. Okay, and first one is I use checked. I change the IDs. Basically I will use IDs, I do not use the name. I will use names on CSS to design that. Okay, I go to below and I target the RD1. Okay, copy that, paste it, and I just change the IDs to ID3 and ID4, right? Save that and right click it and go to open with live server. Okay guys, those are our radio buttons, and those are images 1, 2, 3rd, 4th one, right? Now let's write the CSS properties. I go to style.css. First thing you need to write the asterisk sign and use margin 0 pixel, padding 0 pixel. Then I target slide show, I check it, slider show. Okay, this one class, just a single class. Then I assign the width of the slider 920 pixels and height of the slider 520 pixels. Then I will use overflow class hidden, right? Then I target another class like middle. I use two classes inside main div. As you can see, this is the main div. Inside main div have two classes. First one is a slider show and second one is a middle. Okay, inside the middle class I use position absolute, and I use top 50%, left 50%, and then I use transform and I say negative 50%, comma negative 50%. Okay, then I target the another class like navigation. I will show you navigation class, this one class, right? Inside the navigation class I use position absolute and bottom 20 pixel, left 50%, and I use transform translate X. I will use translate X and assign the percentage negative 50%. Right, first I will show you, just a minute. Save that and let's write the code. I mean go to browser. There is a okay, I just seen basically radio buttons and the image slider is not perfect on this time, but don't worry, I will use another classes. I used display flex. Okay, save that and let's check it now. But don't worry, I can't see anything else because I need to use border classes. I will show you this one class. Okay, then you will able to see the borders. Okay, first I use width 50 pixels, height 10 pixel, border 2 pixel, solid I use black. Okay, first save that and let's check it now. As you can see guys, first I click on that. Okay, this is the radio border. Okay, now the next thing is I target the border, and when user hover the mouse I want to change the background color. Okay, first save that and let's check it now. As you can see guys, right? Now the next thing is we need to target the input text field, and I target particular name. Just a minute. Name equal to RDO. I think RDO name is RD. Okay, this one. Okay, then I use square brackets and I use position absolute, visibility hidden. Okay, I want to hide the radio buttons. Save. Just a minute. Name RDO, position absolute and visibility hidden. RDO, everything is perfect. RDO name Q2 RDO. Why I can't see the changing on the browser? Okay, here is a mistake. Input. Okay, save and let's check it now. As you can see, guys, right now the next thing is I use slide. First one is a target slides slider. Okay, I change the class slides. Okay, slides, and I use width 50%, height 100%, and display flex. Let's check it now. Okay, now the next one is I targets the slide. First I check it, guys, just a minute. Slides, save. Okay, then I target this one class slide, and I assign the width 20%. I use transition 0.6 seconds. Then I target slide IMG, assign the width 100%, height 100%. First set that and let's check it now what's changing up the process. Okay, 100%, height 100%. Okay, but where is the mistake? Just a minute, I check it. Slides 500%, height 100%, flex slide 20%, 0.56 seconds, 100% height. Where is the problem? Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. Okay, here is the problem. I need to change that. Just change percentage. Okay, let's check it now. Okay, image is perfect, right? But we want to display the image slider on the center, so let's check it now. Middle. Okay, I use translate. Okay, first save that and let's check it now. Everything is perfect. Okay, but I want to change the mouse pointer, so I go to border. I will assign two classes, margin 6 pixel and cursor pointer. Okay, first save that and let's check it now. Okay, now the next thing is we need to first I go to index.html and I need to assign the class s1. Okay, s1 basically I will target s1 to change the images, right? S1. Okay, so I target first I target the ID. First I will show you guys ID, this one. Okay, copy that and paste here, and then I need to use colon checked and this one sign. Okay, then I use dot s1 class, and first one I use margin left 0 pixel, copy that, paste it. I change the ID and I need to change the also percentage. I use -20%. Okay, copy that, paste, and just change the ID and also percentage 40, paste, save, and copy, paste, and also change the 60% and also first check, and let's check it now. Right, this is our slider. You can design this slider with the help of HTML and CSS.